for this interview.
Thank you so much for having me here. I'm delighted to be a part of this interview.
So you were part of Calorie Crunches team, right?
Yes.
And we understand that your journey was very different from others. And while I'll come back to your journey, I have first question to you is that you are one of the fittest person that in our group or those 22 people. So what made you think that you want to join this?
Well, I was fit, you could say that earlier, but there was a lot of potential still left in me to get fitter, not only in terms of losing physical weight, but also internal fitness and changing a routine. Plus, you know how our lifestyle was in Embassy Christine, where we were partying so much and enjoying, indulging ourselves, not only during the weekends, but during the weekdays too.
Yes.
So we needed a change, and this was a welcome change. I mean, it was very nice to see a new trend being started, and there is a great spirit when people are doing this together. Not only as a competition, but just having each other's back and pushing each other to achieve something together.
Right.
So that definitely made me feel that this is something that you can't miss out, and you have to go for it.
No, I agree. But you were the only one probably in those 22 members who were missing in action. So you were missing in action, we know, and you had to go on a business trip which lasted probably for a couple of weeks. And when you came back, what was playing on your mind, and how were you? I know you were following probably all of your team members, but what was that thing that was going on your mind that when I come back, what do I need to do, and how did it play? Can you just talk about that journey?
Okay. Firstly, before I answer this, we started this competition and we gave each other ourselves targets, right?
Yes.
And our targets were very small.
Yeah.
Very, very small. So then in this journey, I knew that I had to travel to Europe for a business trip for 20 days. So we gave our weights and measures, and when I came back, I was a kg more than what I was before I left.
Wow.
In that journey, I knew I would see a lot of messages coming on our groups.
Uh-huh.
People are working out, people at the gym, daily photographs, what they're eating. And unfortunately for me, I was visiting Europe there, we're meeting all clients, and every night we're going out, we're drinking every night. So I did have that share, but a few things that I did there was ensure I didn't have any sugar.
Okay.
That really helped because I have a sweet tooth, so I completely cut down sugar. And we would walk a lot during the day and in the evenings. And the days that we didn't walk, we ensured that we went out in the evening by foot. So that also helped us to ensure that we covered at least 10 to 15,000 steps every day. Besides that, whenever we had the time, we would do a little bit of workout in the room, some push-ups, some sit-ups, some squats. So minimalistic, but that was it. But there was nothing drastically different I did besides cutting down my sugar. And food in Italy is very different from here. If you see Italians as well, they are very fit because of the kind of food they have. They're using olive oil and they're using half-cooked pastas, right? And which is very easy to digest, and it's very good for your body as well. So that worked for me, luckily, in my favor. But the real journey started after I came back. And to be honest, that's after I met you. And when I was back, I thought our targets would be about 2 kg a month, what we were targeting. And when I come back, I saw you, I saw a part of you missing, 5 kg of flesh from Manish Mahindra is gone. And that was a shocker to me. I'm like, whoa, this is where I get a reality check, where Manish Mahindra has lost considerable amount of weight. And then I said, okay, now the game has to be upped. And I had about 11 days left before the first milestone.
Yes.
And I was, from my target, I think it's about 3.5 kg more than that.
Yeah.
So I had about 11 days to lose 3.5 kgs. So then I had to put my body through some kind of a shock. So it was some...
Tell us a little more, because I know that, all of us had more time. And obviously we started, in a very planned manner. You came back where you had a pressure of not only losing the extra kgs that you got added, plus looking at your friends who gave probably a minimal target of 2-3, but mostly all of them were 4s and 5s and all that stuff. So you had multiple challenges. One is the time is less. Second, you had over in terms of weight, and third is now you have to go over and beyond. And I know when we have finished this journey, you are one of those highest, I would say, losers or top 5, because you lost probably 8.5 or 9 kgs in the span of 40 days, right? Overall, if I look at it. So apart from being disciplined, what all kept you motivated in ensuring that every gram is counted? I know that, and I know you're a very disciplined guy in certain things, but what were a couple of things which were like, I have to do this, I will not change it?
With respect to fitness, motivation
Right.
comes intrinsically. Like
Correct.
it's within me because I've always been involved in sports or physically
Yes.
inclined towards being things. Never this lazy guy who's sitting at home all the time. So it was always there. Plus, the motivation came looking at all of the guys who were doing it all the time. People who have never been at gym, they're spending hours at gym. And what helped us also is we would do dual activities. In the morning, we were hitting the gym,
Right.
and the evenings we would go play baddie. If we were not playing baddie, we would take walks and ensure that we do 5-6 rounds of the
Okay.
right. And that too, you're not doing that alone. You again had people and friends from the group, and all of us were doing this together. I still remember there were initial days where 8 of us were taking rounds. It was almost like a mini army walking in Amidst Pristine. So that helped. A key difference, if I would say, would be diet. Diet really helped us. Intermittent fasting. I remember Priyanka telling me, "Don't eat post 6 p.m., 6:30 p.m., 7 p.m." That really made a big difference. So that stuck into me, and I ensured, though I was going to factory, I didn't eat anything post 7:30, and the next morning meals would happen only after 13 hours, 14 hours at 8:45, 9 o'clock before I left to work. That helped me cutting down on all the junk, stopping alcohol, which we were so used to. That really helped us as well. Pretty much that was it, and results came pretty easily actually once you started following that. It's not so difficult. So for all those of you who want to get inspired, it's actually not that difficult. If you put your mind and apply your mind at it, you can really achieve it if you're able to follow a disciplined routine. Just stop eating the junk, stop binging on alcohol, and then you'll be absolutely fine, and you can achieve this result and this result.
So I have a very specific question on alcohol now. I know how we all used to love, having those parties
Still do.
with alcohol, and I know there were many occasions within this journey where all of us, as a group or individually, we had attended parties, right? And not everyone was into the fitness where we went or where all of us were invited. So tell me, how you were able to create that will internally to that, okay, I'm not going to have this. Because we were like all
that was the most difficult part of this journey for me. To go to a party and not be intoxicated and still socialize, which to me is extremely difficult. So that was very difficult. But then you had no choice, right? Because we had some incredible captains and team members who would ensure they ping you every day and then make sure you don't go wrong in your journey. So I had actually our captain following up with us every day. We had this group where my name would always be highlighted in red because I was the one who was always be late in finishing my target.
So we were like the bottom.
Yeah, I was always at the bottom too because I was so late. But eventually, and then another beautiful thing that we did, we hired a personal trainer. So a group of guys, we all got together, we got a trainer, and then we started working out with more discipline. He gave us a very good diet plan. We started following that. We went to high protein, low carb diet, obviously very less fat in it as well. So this really helped us, and now the results are there, and we still have the best part of it is the journey is not yet over. We're chasing it further, and we are gunning for the next thing where we are targeting a certain fat percentage.
Yeah, so I've heard that you guys are not stopping here. So that what you're saying is the phase 1 was just losing the weight.
Correct.
So what's in there for phase 2? What's that you guys are planning to do with phase 2?
Personally, to me, actually, as a group, we are planning a certain fat percentage. Right?
Okay.
We have clichély called it the abs gang, but actually it's not abs. Targeting abs is very difficult, and it's not something that we are really chasing. But yes, we want a very lean body, so we want to be around the 15 to 18% fat percentage mark. Beyond that, personally for me, is I want to get a holistic healthy process for my body. My knees and my feet have always troubled me because of my flat foot. So I want to ensure that I can play any sport without having any problems. So I'm ensuring that I work out twice a week on my legs. more than my upper body. So that is going to help me in the long run. And yes, we are targeting to get into that 15% fat percentage. So
Less than 15%.
Less than 15%, yeah.
Okay.
Today we stand at 21-22%. So I don't think so it's too difficult. But we have a longer duration of time. We don't want to shock our body anymore.
Right.
We want to do it more disciplined and
In a more progressive
manner. And also we want to continue indulging in our weekend parties.
And some alcohol.
Of course, some alcohol. That's a part of life.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
So that's it. So we're gonna chase this, continue, and the best part is now it's become a part of life. All of
It's a
us,
lifestyle, yeah.
all of us are
I agree.
following this. And fitness is not a change in habit; it's just change in lifestyle. You just have to follow it.
State of mind. And
Correct. Absolutely. So that's about it. And I have to thank Neha Bhaduria for this. Because
the inventor and the creator.
the founder, the one who sowed the seeds for all of us and put us on this journey. Instead of us planning where we are going to party next, we are planning on how we are going to prepare the next meal, which is a big and welcome change. So Neha, thank you very much for doing this to us.
No, I must say this, that when all this started, I think it all started in a very friendly and a casual manner. But the intensity went on, and today all of us are probably, as a group, 130 kgs down, which is
correct.
Amazing.
In 2 months, wow, that is phenomenal.
It is an amazing job.
And also, they chose the captains very well.
Yeah.
Even Prashant and Atul, both of them. I mean, I actually went into the other group's meeting once. And I was welcomed, and I saw Prashant having one-on-one with all the participants.
Yes.
Right? And that was very touching. I mean, that's really taking it seriously and helping someone who's unable to do something, breaking those mental barriers and helping them and guiding them, hand-holding. That was phenomenal.
Absolutely. They took it very sporting and very seriously, which was probably added burden of 11 people on a person, and it was more of a social thing. But yes, it was amazing, and thank you so much, Gaurav.
Thank you so much.